I started my first business as a guided tours business in Bradford, doing sort of like taking people around. I used to wear a Victorian costume and show them all the old buildings, the old mills, really focusing on the heritage.
But how did that come about?
I met Ian Scott actually. I attended one of his Enterprise Island challenges, and his panel, his associates, and it all happened from there. And I was really nervous, and I needn't have been, because I wasn't asked for a business plan. I wasn't asked for my financials. I was asked, why do you want to start this business? Why this business? What's important about it? And it was all about my passion and what I was capable of. And the energy in the room, it was amazing, and Ian really drew everything out of me that I wanted to, you know, dispelling the fear, and just like kind of saying, opening it up and opening me up to saying, yes, I'm going to go for it. I left my job and I started my business, and I was doing that for about 4 years.
Sounds a brave step.
It was a really brave step, and I would have probably planned it a little bit differently had I known what I'd known, but that's the whole part of business and what happens. You learn as you go along. It is frightening, but if you do your research and you speak to people, and like Ian said, it's always about having conversations, and then testing it out. So that's what I did. I tested it out, and then I left my job and I went to do the business.
But it didn't last, did it? Because we're in a different type of environment here. Just tell me how you went from that to this.
Well, I got married and then I moved to Cornwall. So and I was still working in the enterprise field. And then my husband and myself, we wanted to be working for ourselves again. And we were sat discussing this, and we were sat with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law asked me if I'd like a gin and tonic. And I said, no, I can't stand the stuff. And she was aghast, and she was like, that can't be possible. No daughter-in-law of mine can not like gin. So we started looking into that, and then I found out why I didn't like gin and started making one of our own. I mean, we did a lot of research as well around it. And we were already thinking of doing a drinks industry, a drinks business. So gin is huge and it's growing and growing. So we knew that was the.
Did Ian's influence come into play in this business too?
Absolutely. We didn't start with a business plan. We didn't start with big, massive projections. We cracked on, contacted HMRC, got a certificate, and started making it. And then took it out to local markets. See if people liked it, local farmers markets, and people were buying it in droves. So we knew then that people liked it, and that's then when we started to do more of the planning. This year's been a bit crazy. We're growing and growing. What we've done is we've grown organically to manage our capacity, because there's only 2 of us. But again, that's how it's what we wanted to do, and we have a small setup. So that's it's basically working around that. But
it's hard work, isn't it?
It's really hard work. Neither of us were in this business before, so it's been really challenging. But you've got to be passionate about it, and you've got to really believe in it, and you've got to really want it. So that's what drives us on.
Where'd you get your energy from?
Gin. No, like I said, it's a passion and the belief, and that's what drives us on. I mean, setting up a distillery, a craft distillery, and so you're making your own products, you're actually bottling it all, labelling it all. It's quite a heavy duty task. Basically, this is our distillery, and when I say micro, I mean micro distillery. And we have a small test set here. We've got our copper still, which is 60 litres. And then this is one of our tanks, our vats, should I say, where we store the gin. So it's inside there. You can have a sneaky peek if you like.
Well, let's have a look.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh, it's empty. William emptied it all this morning, and I'll show you why. because we've just been filling bottles, and then everything goes through the filter, and then it all gets bottled here, and the tops are put on, and then we come into this side, and this is the labelling side. So all the bottles are then brought here, and then we get our labels out, and then we put all the labels on.
Which is the best bit for you? Which bit do you like doing?
Drinking it. No, I'm interested in the distilling side because it's quite scientific and it's very interesting to see how that works. But I do like to come in and label, so I usually do that.
Is it therapeutic?
It is. So if I've been on the computer and then I've had to rush here and rush there, in the evening or first thing in the morning, say 7 o'clock, I come in here on my own and then I label up and I just stand here and I don't have to think about anything.
Let's see you label a bottle. I want to see how fast, because I know William, your husband, did it in, I timed him 26 seconds.
Oh, he's much faster than I am. So let me get from our dry stores here.
Now this is the Rubina labelling challenge.
Right, okay. Are you ready?
Yes, okay. So on your marks, get set, go.
Ta-da!
Well, that must have been about 20 seconds.
Woohoo!
22 seconds, I'd say. Yeah.